Hello, everybody. How are you today? Holy cow. Welcome back to the Frankfort Report. I have to apologize to you, whoever was here last Friday. I screwed up. I thought I was streaming, and I apparently was not. And man, was it a good show that you missed. I was the only one who got to enjoy last Friday's show, and man, was it enjoyable. Let me tell you, if there's anybody in the chat, say hi, please. Hello. Can I hear you in the chat? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Doesn't look like there's anybody here. Am I live? Did I do this right? Anyways, here we are. Thanks for being here if you're here. Thanks for not being here if you're not here. I promise you, at some point, this will be a good show. It will be entertaining at some point. I promise. But I do apologize. I screwed up last Friday. I'm going to try and do this every day at the same time, and hopefully this is a good time. If it's not a good time, maybe we'll find another time. But here we are, and once again, we have all kinds of stuff to talk about. I don't think it's going to be hard to come up with content for this channel, but anyways, here we are. Just trying to make Canada great again and getting all kinds of flack for that. I'm not sure why. People do not like the idea, it seems, at least on Instagram, they don't like the idea of Canada becoming the 51st state. So listen, if Canada is able and willing to fight this off, like, so be it. Cool. If they're not, I think so be it. Cool. But I don't want to talk about that quite yet. I am trying my hardest and trying to do my part to make some nice stuff here in Canada again. And it's not easy. Why is this thing wobbling? Do you see it wobbling? You know, they really make it hard to make nice things for people to live in these days because of all kinds of reasons. And I'm trying really hard, but, we'll see. The neighbors don't want this building to be built in Forest Hill. I have my council meeting tomorrow morning, which I'm thinking about streaming live, although, I mean, it'd be horrible, at least from my perspective, if it did not get approved tomorrow. We've been working really hard with the whole community. We've had 5 community meetings now. Been working hard with the councilor's office, trying to appease everybody. We have city staff in a good place, it seems, and that doesn't mean anything until tomorrow, until I get that approval or not. We're not going to count our chickens before they're hatched, but wish me luck at tomorrow's council meeting because I think I am going to need it. But anyways, what do we have to talk about today? So, it doesn't seem like our buddy Trudeau is finished, but there are some people that have come up with some funny stuff just in case he, needs some ideas of where to work when he is finished. Check this out. This is funny as fuck. Hopefully by pressing that button, I did it right and you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? I think you can see my screen. Yeah, it looks like you can see my screen. Check this out. This is funny as hell. Huh? Man, it's a good idea. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a fantastic idea. These guys with their AI is like just unreal what they can do right now. Here's another one. I don't know which one is the funniest one. Maybe I should load them all up here so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Give me one moment. You see, I promise at some point this will be a good show. This is not that moment. Not quite yet. We're getting there slowly but surely. But, through practice and repetition, this will eventually be a good show. But I guess, can you guys see what I'm doing right now? Here's another one of Mr. Trudeau working at a McDonald's. This I can picture. Can you picture that? What about this one? Here he's cleaning the toilet. This I think is more fitting for Justin Trudeau. This should be him. Although look at those pipes. Holy Jesus. Was he in jail? Is he working on those pipes in jail for being well, let's say traitor. How about traitor? Is he a traitor? Yes, he is most certainly a traitor. But the internet has come up with some funny ideas. There's all kinds of this stuff. You can go on TikTok and check it out. But all kinds of good ideas for what Trudeau could and should be qualified to do when he actually does leave office. What happens if they don't find a replacement for him? Or even worse, okay? Even worse than if they do. Is there anybody in this chat, by the way? Anybody here? Jeff O'Toole, what up, dude? Hey, there you go. Okay. My son telling me my stream is working. I'm live. I'm good. So I did it right this time. How are you, Mr. Jeff? Welcome to the show once again. Sorry, it sucks. Such balls. But hey, there we are. My wife, she loves me. Okay, everybody trying to help me out with this algorithm. Thank you so much, everybody. So while Trudeau is pretending to step down and everybody's looking for a replacement, I don't know if you've seen the options that are out there. Have you seen this guy here? One moment, please. Let's press this button. Hopefully I did it right. One day I'm just going to trust. Yes, you can see it. This is wonderful. Okay, check this guy out. This is the current leader, I guess, at the moment for the replacement for Justin Trudeau. I'm not sure who he is. I hear he was not born here in Canada, which I'm not sure if that means anything. How's your French? The question was, how's your French? Hang on a sec. No. Is what they deliver to them. What does that mean? What did he say exactly? Is what is that they deliver to? Hold on a second. That they deliver to them. Okay, so that was a well thought out point and well said. Clearly, he is not from, at least born around here. I wonder, how does it work? Does anybody in the chat know? How does it work with that? Do you have to be born in Canada? Quebecers see who delivers what. This is important. Quebecers see who delivers what. What? Okay. No other prime ministers talked about Quebec wanting to be a sovereign nation? Trust me, says the politician. Trust me. Don't worry about it, bro. Trust me, they don't care about French. And I mean, there are quite a few of us who don't care about French, and I do wonder why in the hell we have to hear everything important in French and English. I mean, but anyways, okay, so this guy says, trust me, Quebecers, they only care about what they see. They don't care about what they hear. They don't care to understand, apparently, what anybody's talking about, whether it's, is this guy, this is English. Oh, so he's trying to strike a chord there with the children and grandchildren. Okay. So that's nice. That is our top possible dog at the moment, right? This is our top possible dog. Okay, we can't hear it. You can't hear it? Are you for real? No way. That's not good. You're supposed to be able to hear it. Well, that's going to put a damper on things. Can you hear? Were you able to hear it? Is anybody still here? That's unfortunate. I wonder what I did wrong there. That's too bad. Well, anybody else still kicking around in the chat? Anything here? You hear me? What did you hear the video, hun? Were you able? We can hear you, but not the video playing. Okay, I wonder what is the deal with that. And I'm certain that I won't be able to figure that out. I don't think that I'm going to be able to figure that out. So be it. Anyways, here we are. This is live, everybody. This is what's going on. So, well, I guess I can't play you this video or this video or this video. Okay, so then I guess I'm just talking for a whole bunch of time. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to try and figure it out the next time. So the next guy is Mark Carney. Let's see if Mark Carney works. Do you want to see if Mark Carney's video works? Maybe I can figure it out here. Sorry, everybody. I mean, it's bad enough that you got to watch this shit, honestly. And then it doesn't fucking work on top of it. What the fuck is that all about? Okay, here we go. I'm going to press the button I'm supposed to press, number 2. And now you're supposed to be able to see what I see. Can you see what I see? Yes, in the bottom corner. Okay, so now I'm going to I'm not supposed to do this. I'm breaking the wall, the 5th wall here. Okay, you're seeing what I'm seeing, Look at this stupid mirroring effect. Okay, hold on. If I play this, you can't. It's not loud enough, maybe? Because it's coming. It's coming. Maybe it's because I turned my speakers down. Hang on a sec. Can you hear this now, folks? Can you hear this now? I turned this down. Maybe that's a problem. How about now? Can you hear it now? Are you able to hear it now? What's this guy worth? What the fuck? Okay, hold on a sec. Can you hear me now? Chat? Do we have a chat? Inception. No. What's no? Yes, test it out. Inception. No. Okay. If there are people here. No? Still didn't work? Okay. So somebody has to get fired. And since there's only a couple people, let's see if my son will answer the phone and actually come and fix this for me live on the air. He just got a new PlayStation. Oh, you're here. Aiden. Apparently the audio is not working for the share videos. And I'm dying here, bro. Are you able to help me out? I'm live.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. You're the best. All right, so we've got the IT team on it, but I do apologize. We shouldn't be dealing with this on air, but this is, I guess, how things go. So here, I am a little bit sidetracked, and I apologize, but we don't have very many options, it seems. Mark Carney is an option. Did he actually officially decide to run? And I hear Chrystia Freeland. That's a interesting one. That'll be a little bit crazy. Bear with me for a few moments while we try and sort this out.
Okay, go to OBS.
It's down there. I'm going to lose everybody that was here. It's unfortunate. It should, it was moving, and I cranked it up, but they're not hearing it.
Oh, no, I know why.
Why?
It's because your audio mixer isn't set to the right stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my audio mixer is not sent to the right stuff. You see my son here? You see the shirt he's wearing?
There you go. Now
Is
works.
anybody there? Can you hear? Okay, now we're going to test it out. We're going to play a video.
This one?
Sure. Yeah, that one.
Dollars. You think he's going to be
But
looking
now we've got to be
after
on this
you and
button for
I?
it to work.
Well,
Can you
that's
hear it now?
questionable.
Is
But
anybody
hold on,
still
there's
here?
Interestingly enough, Mark
hear
Carney
it
is
now?
also
Yay!
author.
Okay, we're good.
He introduced
Fixed. We're fixed. Okay, is anybody still here? Wow, there's actually people here. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, it works. Muzzle tov. Muzzle tov to everybody. Everybody muzzle tov. And now, okay, let's, Okay, we worked out the kinks, and here we are, 15 minutes in, and nothing has fucking happened on this show. And you guys are great because there is a whole 9 of you, 10 of you sitting here waiting for me to do something beneficial. And guess what? I can promise you one thing. One thing is for certain, that there will be nothing of value here whatsoever today. But Terry Fox is here. Rose Overdose is here. My wife is here. That's nice. My son was here a little. Jeff O'Toole, he's here. There's 11 people here. Give me some stuff going on in the chat. Say hello. At work, but I have to watch your show. You see, it's compelling to people to watch this nonsense because, well, one, I suppose you could learn something, but that's doubtful. I guess people are here. What are you here to see if I'm going to say something stupid? Say something racist? I mean, there's a good chance of both of those, I suppose. You might learn something, and maybe we're going to have some fun together. So, okay, what have we covered so far? We covered that I fucked up the stream last Friday, and I apologize for that. I take full accountability. We covered that I'm going to do this every day at 4:20 p.m., as long as I don't have something that I actually have to do that I can't do on the stream. We're going to try and do this every day. And I'm going to need your help, everybody. Like, follow me, send this to somebody, tell somebody about it, share it, you know, because I can't do this alone. I try, but I can't. And I want it to be successful because otherwise I'm going to get all depressed and fucked up and it won't be good. It won't be good for anybody. So anyways, so we were talking about, maybe we should go back and I'm going to play you that other video of the first Fazul. This dude, hold on a sec. Let me tee it up.
How's your French?
I'm teeing it up. How's your French? How's your French? Okay, here. Ready? Here we go. Number 2. Hopefully you can see this, everybody. I feel like you should be able to. It looks like you can. Now, hopefully you can fucking hear it. How's your French?
How's your French?
Nope. Nope. No. How's your French? Nope. Not even like un petit peu. No. Je ne sais quoi. Like nothing. How's your... I'm not even going to fucking attempt this, okay, bro? I'm not even going to even try and speak any French. This is the ultimate disrespectful move, is it not? This is disrespect right off the bat. But no.
How's your French?
Nope.
No.
The next question really should be, how's your English?
No French?
No French.
Okay.
No French.
The Liberal Party of Canada is the party of official bilingualism. It's going to be
Official bilingualism? Is this really what the party's all about? I guess that makes sense. It's a bilingualism and by everythingism. Everything is by in the Liberal Party these days. Okay, so here we go. Did not follow up the question with the question that everybody is wondering is, how's your English?
a tough one. I don't speak French either, so you know.
The point is that whether the Quebecers are English Canadians.
The Quebecers are English Canadians. Okay, this is getting better and better and better. The Quebecers. I'm pretty sure that they are not. They are not English Canadians. Okay, let's go.
The point is that whether the Quebecers are English Canadians.
Right. This is the point. They don't care about French and they're English now. This guy is, I hope this guy does not end up our prime minister. Although, so far it seems like it would be a step in the right direction.
It's not the language that matters, it's what is that they deliver to them.
With the language.
It is what that they deliver to them. This is certainly
very much
far from
English
English.
Canadians. It's not the language that matters, it's what is that they deliver to them.
It is what that they deliver to them. There's extra words in here.
It's not the language that matters, it's what is that they deliver to them.
It's what that they deliver. It is what they deliver to them that is really what's important to the English-speaking, non-French caring Quebecers.
But the language matters very much in Quebec.
No.
Nope. Language? They are all speaking like Spanish, I think, right now, right? They don't give a shit. They just speak anything because they don't care about language. They're all those French signs you see when you're in Ottawa and Quebec, they don't care about French. They just make everybody speak it all the fucking time.
At the end of the day, Quebecers see who delivers what.
Quebecers, who delivers what?
We have English-speaking, French fluent prime minister for all the time. One of the things that matters to Quebecers are being a sovereign country, a sovereign republic.
Yeah.
And which
But
prime minister
What did that mean?
has ever talked about that?
Mr. Ari, if you're going to
No one has ever talked about Quebec being a sovereign, what country?
run for prime minister,
Things that matters to Quebecers are being a sovereign country, a
Country?
sovereign republic.
Yeah.
And which
but
prime minister has ever talked about that?
Nobody's
Mr. Ari, if
ever
you're going
talked
to
about it.
run for prime minister, I mean, you have to know that the French language matters and the French it matters in Quebec
Trust me.
profoundly.
Trust me.
At the end of the day, for
Trust this guy. Trust this guy because he knows. Apparently, trust him. Trust him.
French Canadians and English Canadians, the matters most is that how the children and grandchildren are going to prosper in this country.
That's right.
That is the thing that matters.
What matters most is how the children and the grandchildren fare here, apparently. Okay, so that's good. So that guy is the current leader, because I don't know if anybody else has actually officially stepped into the ring for this thing. Has anybody officially stepped into the ring for this thing? People keep talking about Mark Carney being a option for this
Let me introduce to you.
position. Not sure if you guys know this guy. I like this guy. I'm going to press the button, number 2, and you will see what I see. Yes, you do. This guy, you know this guy? I like this guy
Let me
sometimes.
introduce to you Mark Carney. He is the former governor of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England.
Okay, so it says he's 59 years old. This is what's catching my eye here. And I'm turning 49 next week. And I hope I look, don't I? I feel like I look way less than 10 years younger than this guy. This Mark Carney guy, he doesn't look 59 at all. Does he? He looks like he's like, doesn't he kind of look like Biden? He looks a little like Biden age.
What they're not telling you, here it is. And before Mark Carney joined the ranks of the Liberals, because they called him in to figure out a way out, you want to know what this guy's worth? $96 billion.
Mark Carney's worth $96 billion. And he's going to be the next prime minister, maybe?
You think he's going to be looking after you and I? Well, that's questionable. But hold on, there's more. Interestingly enough, Mark Carney is also an author, and he authored a book and how it illustrates how divided we've become.
Nobody's speaking English today, apparently. So, okay, so he's an
But check out
author.
this little tidbit right here.
Wasn't he? Yeah, former Bank of Canada governor. So for sure this guy's got our back, Mark Carney. Like, no doubt that guy is like for sure going to be looking out for us little people, right? 100,000,000%. So, okay, what do we got here? I hear you, but not the video. We can work that out, everybody. Good job, Darryl Jr. That's right. His name is Aiden. He is the director, producer, editor of the Canadian Real Estate Show, which I don't know if you know, but that is the most viewed Canadian real estate show on the planet. So if you don't know, now you know. But that guy, that young man there, has been doing that editing for over a year straight. The guy is like a persistent, hardworking little man. And I love that guy. And he came. He got a new PlayStation Pro literally an hour ago and a brand new kick-ass crazy monitor. And he came away from that to help me with the live stream. That's cool. Rose Overdose, like and subscribe, double subscribe. Thank you. Jazz, Darryl, who is actually buying condos. That's a good question. Do you want to go there already? Who is actually buying condos? That is a good question. So from my research and experience, very, very few people. And again, it depends on the product, but the product that I would say is moving the most And I don't know if it's moving the most, but it's still moving very slowly, which I think is better than the investor stuff. But if you have something that's end user and fairly nice and in a good area, it seems to me like that stuff is still kind of flying off the shelf. But I mean, define good area and luxury these days. I mean, everybody's in the best area and everybody has the best quality and everybody's building luxury. So, but there are a few new projects that have done well recently. And again, they're like super high end, very boutique, very unique offerings. But as far as who is buying investor shit, like the dog crate stuff, downtown typical stuff, like literally nobody. Absolutely nobody. And I mean, that sucks if that's what you have and that's what you're selling. Thank you for the question. Appreciate that. Now, where are we? Mark Carney, billionaire, ex-Bank of Canada governor, certainly... I mean, maybe he'll be better than Justin Trudeau. Will he give a shit about the people? More than Pierre Poilievre, who's really the front runner, I guess, to win this whole thing. Pierre Poilievre. Did I say that right? I think I said it right. I rolled my VR pretty good there. And he's a career politician. So, I mean, he'll be a good politician. But is that what we need? Do we need a good politician? Or do we need... Mr. Wonderful to save the day, right? Do we need a businessman to save the day? Like in the United States, do we think that Mr. Trump is going to save the day, or is he just going to be, fighting off the Democrats for another 4 years and having all kinds of issues and not really being able to do what he wants to do, even though he's got the majority? I mean, dodging bullets is, it takes time and planning, and he shouldn't have to worry about that, quite honestly. Do we have anybody still here? Is there anybody in the chat? Just give me a little hi in the chat if there's anybody still watching this thing. Hopefully there's at least some entertainment value that you are getting from this, but hello, hi. Oh, Michael Pham. Hi, Michael Pham. Appreciate you being here. Charlotte, of course. Nice to see you. Appreciate the support, everybody. So what else do we got going on? I got a whole list of shit to talk about. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about those... Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful and his band, which includes, I think, the Premier of Alberta, right? They're out there at Mar-a-Lago with Jordan Peterson representing... Hold on, I'm going to open up. I'm going to press the number 2, and then you should see what I can see. And if you do, it's a bonus. There we go. Look at that shot. Mr. Wonderful in his whites. Are you allowed to wear whites? Isn't it like after Labor Day? Isn't there some rule about wearing whites? But look at those two representing Canada. Isn't that nice? At least one of them was voted in by somebody, supposedly, right? One of them actually can kind of represent us. But that woman there controls like the biggest oil reserve, I think, on the planet, is what they're saying, right? I think she's up there. This is, look, the troop. Everybody looking nice and professional, representing Canada there. The Canadian Conservative Avengers have arrived in Mar-a-Lago. And obviously, a lot of people, they don't approve of these guys going there and representing us. Nobody asked them to, I don't think. But it's pretty crazy what's going on. I mean, we put a video on Instagram, and if you haven't seen it, I strongly urge you to go over to Instagram and like and follow or subscribe or whatever the fuck you do over there on Instagram. Go check out the Canadian Real Estate Show. We got a couple of videos that are on fire right now. On fire. And it's basically... TK saying that everybody he's talking to is wanting... Yeah, Daniel Smith. Thank you, Charlotte. Daniel Smith, Premier of Quebec. No, sorry, Alberta. Anyways, TK was saying that everybody he knows wants to become the 51st state of the United States, and that just seemed to piss people off. And I noticed that, people that rely on the healthcare here in Canada and rely on the government for stuff here in Canada are the ones who are really pissed off. Yes, Alberta, thank you. Are the ones that are pissed off about the idea of us amalgamating with our brethren to the south. They really don't like the idea at all. I mean, if you don't like Trump, then I suppose then you would not be a big fan of us becoming part of the States. And where I could see that Canadian pride is necessary now, okay? It's time for Canadian pride. It's time to stand up for ourselves as a country, right? It's time to show these people who's boss, right? And, I mean, is that realistic? Thinking about moving to the U.S., I have more hope in Canada. Yeah, I mean, I don't have hope for my kids in Canada either. I mean, my kids might be set up kind of, they have a good setup right now. They'll probably be okay. But, I mean, who knows, right? I mean, do you want to live here? It's not even a opportunities thing. It's more like, do you feel comfortable going downtown? Are you okay going on the bus? Do you want to go on the subway? And I mean, the answer for everybody is completely different. But is it time to fight back and show those bloody Americans who we are as a country? Is it time? Because, I mean, this guy definitely thinks so, right? This guy is on fire these days. Let me put this thing up. This guy is a freaking genius, and he is crushing right now. Hold on. Let me press the number 2 and share my screen with you. Just make sure, because I don't. Okay, I'm hoping. Here we go. Love this guy. He might be my least favorite, even lower than Trudeau, this bastard. This guy's a bastard.
Going to meet with them, trying to wine and dine them is a failed approach. Donald Trump is not rational. You can't discuss a plan over a meal with him. He is a bully. And bullies understand one thing, that is strain. So if he wants to pick a fight with Canada, we have to make sure it's clear that it's going to hurt Americans as well.
We're going to hurt the Americans as well. There's going to be pain.
Canadians, but also Americans.
These sound like threats, right? So now we have this motherfucker who know what he likes. How is this motherfucker in office even, okay? How is this guy representing anybody here? Who likes this guy? Does anybody like this guy? Show of hands in the chat. Who likes this motherfucker? Now he's throwing bombs, okay, on behalf of all of us at the United States to the bully. The bully with the army. The bully with the fucking currency that everybody in the world relies on. The bully that we're literally attached to at the fucking hip. This guy's shooting his mouth off like he's a big jiu-jitsu tough guy riding around in a Maserati like nothing matters, right? Well, I think he's wrong. I think he's sending some shots that he can't even back up because, well, you'll see later what happens. What happens if these guys really want to come here and, because it's not about helping us, right? Is it about helping us? Is becoming the 51st state about helping Canada? I don't think so. Is it about getting us out of the clutches of these bastards? I don't think so. So what's it about? Natural resources, of courses, right? Natural resources, of courses. It's about gold. It's about oil. It's about potash. It's about uranium and lithium and silver and wheat and water. Fresh friggin' water. That's what it's really all about. And they want it.
And so that's why I'm calling on my plan. We know that
your plan?
The United States needs our critical minerals. They're very important for the United States.
Okay. See, we do have all that stuff. And a lot of people want it. And we're going to see that more and more and more people are going to line up for this shit. And we're going to have a decision to make soon. And this guy is not helping. And I'll bet you India, with China, we'll see soon. China's come knocking saying, hey, those guys are making you unhappy. Like, send it this way. We'll figure it out. I mean, We need it. We'll take it. We'll pay you more. We'll protect you against those bullies to your south. Don't worry about it.
United States. So I'm calling on all political leaders to support turning off the taps on those critical minerals.
Off the
Stop the
taps.
flow of those critical minerals into the States. There's no quicker way to get Donald Trump to
Whoa.
back away from tariffs than to just shut off the tap on critical minerals with going and meet with.
Okay, so Mr. Singh here thinks it's a good idea to throw these giant bombs at them. Giant bombs at them. And this is going to be how we beat the states, okay? And like, I don't know what to tell you. So what do we got here? What do we got here? Is this going to be a weekly show? No, it's not. It's going to be a daily show. A daily show every day in the afternoon at the same bloody time. So good luck to me with that. Just in case I didn't have enough shit going on. For some reason, I've decided to do this every day. And we'll see how that goes. I think it'll go pretty good. But if you're here, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Check it out. Go to my Twitter. Go everywhere. I'm thinking about moving. Okay, we talked about that. No one like Jagmeet, that's for sure. Jagmeet doing his little gobbledygook song and dance. He's good at threatening. That's right. Remember when he turned around and he just started threatening the guy who was, I guess, calling him out on his shit? Hydro plus electricity. What does that fucking mean? This is the Daily Show. What? Yeah, Daily Show. Get ready. Get ready. I mean, just in case there wasn't enough of me on the internet, there's going to be even more. Everyone like this fucking video and share it and sub and make a comment. Just say hi. Get some people on this goddamn thing. Okay, so that was that moron saying that. And I'm pretty sure I have that moron saying some more shit. And I mean, we should all look at this now, certainly, right? He's fucking flapping
Not
his
for
gums
sale.
again.
Not now. Not.
Hold on a sec. Press the number 2, and I share my screen with you. Okay, look at this guy. Now what's he doing? He's skiing? Was he with Trudeau?
I have a message for Donald Trump. Our country's not for sale. Not now. Not ever.
Whoa!
I lived across this country, and I can tell you, Canadians are a proud people. We're proud of our country, and we're ready to fight like hell to defend it. Right now.
Who is fighting like hell to defend it? How? If they scramble the jets, okay, what are we doing? If they come across the border with tanks and whatever other things they have, I mean, don't they just have missiles that can just completely obliterate us in 1 millisecond? Do we have defenses here?
With the forest fires ravaging homes, Canadian firefighters showed up. That's who we are. We show up and support our neighbors. But if Donald Trump if you think you can pick a fight with us, there'll be a price to pay.
Whoa, these are fighting words. Do we not think that Trump's going to respond to this shit?
I've committed that if Donald Trump imposes tariffs on us, we should respond with retaliatory tariffs in kind. I think that anyone running as prime minister should do the same.
Holy jumping Jesus, man. Listen, I mean, thank God this guy's a putz and will probably disappear from government soon, okay? But I don't know. Like, I don't know if this guy thought this stuff through. What are we looking at right now, everybody? Don M is here. We do have defenses? What? Hi, Don. No, thank you. What? Hello. My Indian in-law told me she wants out of Canada. It's not the country I moved to. Ha 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 ha. Listen, there's a lot of people in that same boat, man. A lot of people. Yes, we have defenses, but now I'll drive them straight to Ottawa. What? How does one acquire an Indian in-law? How hard could that be? I want one. Okay, they marry into the family. Hello, Dawn, the legend, is in the house. Thank God. I thought you were going to be working all the time. Dawn's here. Dawn is one of our defenders, I would imagine. But I mean, really, if they call people to fight for this country, good luck. There aren't too many that are going to go. Yeah, Don can call in. He's got my phone number, but I don't know how to hook that up. You'd have to be on the speakerphone. We were supposed to connect the other day, but Donnie's wife had other plans, unfortunately. She had to ruin everything for us, but that's how things go, right? Anyways, so we've got this fucking guy flapping his gums, and he's going to fuck us, right? He's really going to fuck us. And we've got, here, I got this video of Kevin O'Leary out there talking about his Mar-a-Lago trip, which I think we should listen to, quite honestly. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to press this button. I don't know why it jumps the goddamn video forward every fucking time. But, okay, and honestly, can I just say something? Like, this guy's got the best setup. He's got such a great background. Everything's beautiful, so that when you see him on Fox News, he looks like a pro. And then he shows you that he's just a dingleberry wearing pajamas and pink underneath. What's up with that?
Why are we losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada?
Why are we losing to Canada? I mean, he's forgetting, obviously, a major factor here. Like, they're losing it to Canada, and we're giving them a discount. So, you know, it's like, are you really subsidizing us? I mean, are you really?
You just met with President Trump and a Canadian government official. I would never ask you to violate.
There's that picture we looked at before. There's the top. You don't see the bottom
conversation, but
News.
Is there anything you can tell us that came from that meeting?
Well, it's out in the public now. That was the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith. She is one of the most pragmatic politicians on earth. Her relationship with Trump is unique. Alberta, that province in Canada, has more oil and gas than all of America.
More oil and gas than all of America. That is an interesting and important statement, right? Do they need ours, though, is the question. Because Trump is telling us we don't need any of your shit.
And is, in fact, one of the largest trading partners on earth with...
Largest trading partners on earth, and they don't need any of our shit. Is this adding up?
The United States. $188 billion worth of energy flows from Alberta into the U.S. to the refineries. It's shipped all over the world afterwards, and even some of it comes back up to Canada. As she likes to put it, and I think she's really getting ahead of the narrative, very smart of her, to say, look, we're in a long-term marriage with the people of the United States. We're not dating, we're married. Sometimes couples have some problems. They get into a little tiff, but because they've been married forever, they work it out. And she's so far ahead of other Canadian politicians because she came down to Mar-a-Lago last night. I was lucky enough to join her. As she worked the room, she met many of the cabinet members. They're
okay, blah, 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 blah. But the point is that she's smart and she's approaching this thing pretty smart, right? Because there is a rift. There's been a rift for a while. That Justin Trudeau motherfucker really caused some issues between us and the States. And I mean, it's like, you know, you grew up with this brother, okay? And, you know, you grew up and you were best buddies and everything was cool and you played hockey together and you played football together and you wrestled and you beat the shit out of each other because that's what guys do. And then later, you know, he goes gay. And now, you know, you still love him, but he's a little different, right? He's a little different. He's got different ideals. He's got different priorities now. And you got to kind of work that out. So Canada, you know, we're the little brother that went gay and changed and started acting a little differently. And now the United States has to kind of figure that out with us. And hopefully, you know, they feel like they need us enough that they're going to work it out with us. And, you know, maybe we're going to realize that it was just a fad. I don't know. But we've got Kevin O'Leary representing us out there at Mar-a-Lago with Danielle Smith. And Do you want to hear? Daniel Smith actually had something pretty good to say. She seems to be, thinking things through. She was on a Rebel News podcast. I don't know when, a couple days ago maybe. And this is what she had to say.
Won't stand for that. And you should.
Yesterday, Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly talked about, was asked specifically if in negotiations with Trump, Canada would consider an energy embargo on the United States. And I want to, as leverage, what do you think, what do you make of what she said?
Well, first of all, it's oil and gas is owned by the provinces, principally Alberta, and we won't stand for that. And you should never, ever threaten something you cannot do.
This is what I'm talking about. What? Watch, forget even about the fact that they could just come in here and obliterate us in 18 milliseconds, okay? If they really wanted to. Forget about that whole thing. I don't know what our defenses are here in Canada, but we cannot defend against the USA for very long. I don't think. But now listen to this shit.
And I would encourage the minister to look at a map of where Line 5 goes.
Look at a map, bro. Okay? Before you start shooting off your mouth about cutting off the energy to our big brother who's always supported us. Okay? I mean, they're being dickweeds right now, but we're all fucked up here. We need help. Okay? We need to figure out what's going on and get our shit together. That's really all they want, right? But we're a bunch of fucking crazies, and we let every fucking crazy in the country, and we're all acting like a bunch of maniacs, and it's got to stop. But when you're out there being a tough guy, and you're making threats, and you're making promises that your ass can't cash, is that actually, did I do that right? Anyways, you're throwing your weight around like a big dumb ass, and you're representing us, and we don't want you to do that because you should look at the map of Line 5, bro.
Line 5 comes down through Michigan to get to Sarnia, and then that feeds the bulk of the supply needed for Ontario and connects with Line 9, which feeds the bulk of the product needed for Quebec.
So you just want to turn off the taps, do ya? Well, how are you gonna turn off the taps to show Trump who's boss and to give him a little pain, right? Because it's gonna be fucking painful when we turn off the taps. Well, thank God we know how to make igloos up here because we're gonna need them.
And so, if you cut off that line, you are cutting off Ontario.
What's with her voice? She must be sick. Everybody's sick. Are you sick? I've been sick for 4 weeks, I feel like.
So I would encourage the ministers to either understand how our integrated pipeline system works.
Or shut the fuck up, right? Or shut the fuck up. Mind your damn business, okay? Check Line fucking 5, okay? I'm working in my garage today. Okay, Don. The video does not like Mr. Wonderful. They need us more than we need them. Is this a fact? Do they need us more than we need them? Or do we need them more than they need us? Or do neither of us even need each other? Could we be self-sufficient, friends? I think Canada could be self-sufficient. What the fuck do we need from everybody? Okay? We just have to store all the shit from the spring and the summer and the fall for the winter, right? We can't grow shit in the winter. And actually, if we think about it for a millisecond, actually, as it's flying out of my face, I'm thinking, no, we can build we can grow shit inside, right? We can grow a lot of shit inside, and not shit, like food. We could grow a lot of food inside during the winter if we thought we didn't have enough from the good temperature months here in Canada. But we could grow all the food. We have all the oil. We have all the gas. We have all the water. We have all the lumber. We have lithium. We have gold. We have silver. Why are we giving all this shit away? Why are we why are we giving it away at a discount? Even more importantly, like, it's time, folks. It's time, folks, to make Canada fucking great again. What are we waiting for? And how do we do it? Because the problem, okay, we can take the stance. We can go, we're Canada and we got everything and fuck you. We're going to turn off the fucking taps and fuck you, Trump, and fuck you, this guy. And we're going to just, we're so great. We're so strong. And then they come with the army and then we're fucked. Somebody explain to me how we're not fucked, how we get out of this situation. We don't have time to build up a military. And again, like, I urge you to spend some time with some of my son's friends and tell me that you feel comfortable sending these people to war. And they're like, you know, I guess, you know, they're all 18. So they're the perfect age to send out there to die, right? But, like, why do we even want to do this? We don't want to do this, right? We don't want to do this. So, but what happens, actually? What happens, actually, if they do decide to attack? Because I got this video. This is pretty crazy. This is great. Hang on a sec. We got people working in the house today. A plumber who's yelling outside my door. Okay, so hold on a sec. What the hell was I talking about? Okay, so we have the oil and the gas owned by the province. You can't cut it off to the states. You got fucking, what's his name? Jagmeet Singh, flapping his goddamn gums all over the goddamn place. Okay? You got Kevin O'Leary making deals somehow because his nickname is Mr. Wonderful, I guess, is the reason why he can. Maybe he's thinking about running for prime minister. Do you think that he's thinking about running for prime minister? Holy shit. I mean, look at in the UK. You got Andrew Tate running for prime minister over there. The Bruv party. That's interesting. Okay, so we got Kevin O'Leary. We got Jagmeet Singh. We got Trump. He's fucking throwing bombs. We got, here. We've got this lady here. And I just thought that she was some crazy old lady going bananas. But nope.
Donald, have we...
I mean, she does.
Hey, Donald.
It's interesting what she has to say, this lady. This is, who the hell is this again? This is the Green Party leader, Elizabeth May. I got a note here. Old lady fighting, mad. Okay, she's mad about what these guys are doing and what these guys are saying. But she's got a counter offer. Check this out. I think you can see what I'm seeing. I hope it's working. Yes, you can. Here we go. Let's see what she has to say.
Donald, have we got a deal for you?
Hey, now I sense a little bit of sarcasm here, but maybe she's serious because, I mean, let's hear her out.
You think we want to be the 51st state? Nah, but maybe California would like to be the 11th province.
California. I don't know if you've seen California lately. I suppose maybe we could get it on the cheap at the moment. Although I do believe there are bigger plans for the rebuild out there in California. And we can talk about California later if you want. Because I'm certainly interested with what's going on out there. It's pretty fucking crazy. But okay, so we're going to trade you, I guess. Or we're going to trade. We're countering you. You know, you can't have any of us, but we'll take some of you.
How about it? California? Oregon? Washington? You've got geography in common with us. And not only that, we've already got a carbon trading system between California and Quebec. We've got some strong alliances on our west coast from British Columbia. There's been a lot of academic papers on the idea of Cascadia.
Cascadia?
So
what the
Governor
fuck is
Newsom
Cascadia?
and Washington State, Jay Inslee, and newly elected Governor.
Okay, so is she just fucking bananas? Is this a thing? Cascadia? Does anybody in the chat know about Cascadia? What's going on over here? I love living on an island away from the rest of Canada. See, you're smart. Hey, Silverchair's here again today. Hello. Thank you. Welcome. Did you see the chart showing that some insane number of NPRs actually left? They did? Where did they go? Where did they go? I don't think anybody's left. I've seen some videos of people saying, this is how I intend to stay. I've seen that, but I have not seen people leaving. United States of America needs our resources. This is the whole thing. We're smarter than Americans, though. We'll figure it out. This sounds foolish, Rose. Overdose, if that is your real name. We're better looking, too. Now, this I can agree on, at least on this show. They couldn't beat the Flintstones. Okay. We're going off the rails in the chat. But, okay, so we've got the Green Party leader who does not see eye to eye with anybody. Forget about cutting off the pipelines and cutting off the oil and the gas. We are just going to take California, the worst possible piece of real estate you could take over at the moment, because it's on fire. I mean, I guess they would fit in swimmingly in Canada, because Canada, I'll bet you, do we still have wildfires here in Canada? I think we may actually, in fact, still have wildfires here in Canada, which is absolutely fucking bananas. I can't prove it, though. Does anybody care to disprove me? Fact check me? Something? Anyways, I guess, okay, nobody gives a shit. There we go. So what do we have? Everybody is talking shit except for Trudeau. But guess what Trudeau's doing? Guess what Trudeau is doing? Well, it seems like
this is big news.
He's got a backup plan, right? He's got a backup plan. Number 2. Oh, it didn't change the start.
This is big news. The Globe and Mail is reporting that China and Canada are in talks to create a China-Canada free trade agreement.
China-Canada free trade agreement. Again, like we said before, right? We being me, because you're not saying a fucking word, are you? You're not really being very helpful, are you? Anyways, I'm talking to a camera, and that's always interesting. But look, China, Canada, if they're not treating you right, if they are not treating you right, we will take all of your resources. No problem. We own most of the companies already anyways. That's not racist. That's an impression. A bad impression, nonetheless. But it's an impression. And what I said there is true. They do own a lot of our resources, by the way. Chinese companies have purchased Canadian resource companies. Lots of them. Look into that shit. Why are we doing that shit?
And they gave a quote from the Chinese embassy in Ottawa, and it says, China is willing to work with Canada to create a good environment for China-Canada economic and trade cooperation based on the principles of correct understanding, mutual respect, seeking common ground while reserving differences, and mutual benefit and win-win results.
Win-win result. Look, they're saying all the right words. They're saying everything that we would want to hear if we were courting, a new customer, right? Or if they were courting a new supplier. See, we have the upper hand here, it seems, because we have the shit. It's just defending it that's the problem. It's the real problem.
This is in line with the fundamental interest of the two countries and their peoples. China has always advocated trade liberalization.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Point is China, Canada, in cahoots, getting stronger. We have options, people. See, that's the key. Somebody has to help defend the natural resources. So it's like, if you're a woman and you're planning on leaving your man, right? You really don't want to downgrade your life too much, do you? I don't think so. I mean, there's not too many women that want to leave billionaires and live like shit, right? So, you really want to make sure that you can set yourself up to be okay after the divorce. So what do? Either you hire a great lawyer and you make sure you get what's yours. And I mean, depending on things, that could actually be kind of easy. Or you get another dude. Or woman, I suppose. Whatever your preference. I'm being general. Don't take it the wrong way. But whatever you do, you try and find a backup plan. You try and find someone else that can help you out. Hey, guys, like the video, will you? Like it. Say something. Keep the bags packed. Get ready to go. You can't, listen, they're going to get you, Don. They're going to get you. And they've got their eyes on you. They probably have a tracker on Don, right? Don, be careful out there, buddy. I know you got big fat guns, but they're coming. They're coming. They're gonna freeze people's bank accounts again. Are you guys ready for lockdown 2.2? 2.2? Look, I speak more French than that Indian dude already. Am I sharing my screen and not supposed to be? No, I'm actually good here. Okay, so what the fuck are we talking about? I'm off the rails already. China striking a deal. China striking deals behind our back. Don't like it. Don't love it. But I get it. Okay. Canada is, what would happen, let's just say, if the United States decided
if the US
to invade Canada right now? Is that an idea that is possible? Do you guys think? Tell me, chat. While you're not liking the video, because I can see when you like stuff, okay? I can see ya. Stop fucking with me. Like the video. Let me see the likes go up, okay? Help a brother out, for God's sakes. Don, press the like button from all 8 of your accounts, please. There you go. I see somebody liked it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, a little bit in the chat. How about a subscribe? Somebody subscribe to the channel. We need some subscribers. Like it, damn it. Morning, Imran? Momin. Hey, Momin Imran. How you doing? Lockdown 2.2 on its way. Coming soon. Can you guys hear that fucking noise in the background? They're ripping my bathroom apart. Okay, so I got here a video that tells us what would happen if the USA invaded Canada right now. You want to see what they think? It's actually pretty interesting.
What would happen if the USA invaded Canada right now? It starts at the US-Canada border near Ontario, the busiest crossing in the world. American tanks roll across the border, aiming for Toronto, Canada's economic hub. The USA uses recent political instability.
This is fucking scary, right? It's like they did it in a scary way. I'm a little nervous.
And growing unrest in Canada as an excuse to conduct what they call a peacekeeping mission. But the world knows...
You see? I touched on that before. They're not helping us out. They're not. They want it so bad that, like, I was in the States. Actually, I wasn't in the States. I was in Mexico, and I was wearing the Make Canada Great hat again, which you can buy in the merch store for the Canadian Real Estate Show, along with this bloody thing. Believe it or not, people actually buy that shit. But I was wearing it in Mexico. And people from the States were like, oh, nice hat. You're going to be the 51st state soon. And they're like kind of serious, right? They're all like getting ready. You see that guy on the news? He's getting all heated when Doug Ford started kind of giving him a little pushback, right? But anyways, people are making videos and thinking about scenarios. And this one, I think, makes some sense. Maybe not at the end. You tell me. Oh, I didn't like it. That's not very nice. Respect.
It's an invasion. The war has begun. Helicopters and troopers land near Vancouver to seize ports critical for trade, while American fighter jets dominate Canadian airspace. Canada attempts to fight back. Soldiers mount a fierce resistance, temporarily stop.
A fierce resistance? Like what? Like 8,000 people? How many people are in the Canadian military? How many people are in the Canadian military? 68,000. 16? You have to be 16 to be in the fucking army in Canada? You got to be kidding me. Plus another 27,000 reserves. No fucking way. I mean, that's way bigger than I thought. All right, anyways, here we go. Maybe we can hold them off for a little bit.
Stalling the U.S. advance. But the U.S. can't be stopped for long. NATO faces a crisis. Do they support Canada?
Right. Now NATO has to go. Shit. U.S. just fucking went in there and started tomahawking those Canadians. Because everybody else knows that we have all this shit, right? A lot of them buy the shit. They don't want this to be a problem. So what the fuck does NATO do? What does the World Economic Forum tell NATO to do in this situation? Is there a WEF playbook for this? There probably is.
Canada, a member state, or risk fracturing the alliance by opposing America.
What a fucking decision to have to make, eh? Hoser? What a decision.
Meanwhile, China condemns the invasion.
China, right? China's already got a free trade agreement in the works. They probably got the whole agreement ready to go. And they're like, we condemn this maneuver. We condemn it.
Sending aid to Canada and
boom, there's the defense. Defense from China.
Positioning its navy in the Pacific.
Whoa, those guys came in fast.
Russia uses the global distraction to escalate its influence in Europe.
We don't care about this shit.
Threatening NATO borders. The global economy crashes as
the United States invading Canada crashes the world economy. Do you see how important we are to the world economy? If only, okay, first of all, will all those people in the army go to fight now for this country? Are they obligated? What happens in Canada? Do they slap you on the wrist if you don't attend? Like, what happens here?
Critical Canadian exports are disrupted. Protests erupt worldwide.
How many of those 68,000 are like weird DEI military hires? Like trans and gay people and women who... How many people shouldn't be there? And no offense, okay? Like, fuck off if you're offended by that. That's fucking dumb, okay? Do you want to defend the country, or do you want to have a bunch of gay... trans people dead on the front line?
Demanding the U.S. withdraw. The U.S. claims their goal is to help a falling ally, but in reality, it's all about gaining...
A fallen ally? How are we falling? You're fucking making us fall, you fucks!
Vast oil, timber, and freshwater reserves. As global resistance grows and world leaders continue to pressure Washington, D.C., whispers of nuclear escalation begin.
What?
What started as a peacekeeping mission spirals into global chaos. Billions watch in suspense, waiting for America's next move. What would happen if...
Holy shit. Okay, so is that for real? Is that a thing? Is that a real thing? Whoa, we got the chats going crazy since I was in here last. Okay, what happened? They couldn't beat the Flintstones. Okay, now that kind of makes some sense. We have no snow in the north, Okanagan. It's going to be a bad year. Okay, what the fuck? Who cares about that? I was ready for lockdown number 1. Just crazy to see. Okay, boom, double liked, 60K. Yeah, I signed my son up at 17. What? Do you dislike him? You're a good guy, Don. 30% maybe. 30% obese or DEI. I think half are deaf. Oh, no, DEI. I think half are DEI. Okay, so the DEI military is going to hold these motherfuckers off for how long? Okay, who makes the tanks? Do we still make the tanks? Can the tanks be sabotaged? Can the tanks be sabotaged? Do you know what that's a reference to? If you know what that's a reference to, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hey, can you be quiet out there? Wait. Okay, apparently I am needed, so that's not good. All right, well, that's the show for today, I suppose. Thanks for being here. I got to go deal with a plumber because they apparently can't figure it out without me. Have a nice day.